our attitude has always been to see what's different about Google Plus to other social networks. The thing that's most different is Hangouts. You can't really do it on any other platform. We've done 3 Hangouts so far. The first one, we created a chocolate version of our Google Plus page. Then we did a second one with Rebecca Adlington, one of the Olympians we're sponsoring and supporting. And we've just kind of met up with one of our chocolate tasters and got an informal kind of discussion on the basics of chocolate. We spent quite a long time with our first Hangout, kind of thinking, what will we do, when will we do one? I made it quite complicated in our head. And the reality was, it's as easy as having a conversation with someone face to face.
I think it's really cool for a company as big as Cadbury to actually be communicating with customers.
My favourite feature about Hangouts on Air is the ability to kind of have this really close connection with a small group of people, but do that in a way that lets thousands of people see it.
So Rebecca, how many reps do you train a day?
I do about 7,000 to 8,000 meters a session, and I do 10 sessions a week.
There's something quite powerful about sitting in front of someone essentially eye to eye and having a chat. It's a new frontier and it's something that technology 2 years ago wouldn't have allowed us to do.
I really like dark chocolate with like caramelized orange in it.
Hangouts are like a really amazing way of kind of building that really personal connection with fans. So I would say brands, give it a try. Think about a new way of connecting with your consumers and having a chat with them.
Before we end, I'm just going to go back to the takeaways as far as this session is concerned. And then we'll open up for questions, and I'll also answer a couple of questions that haven't been answered so far. The first one is, of course, have a functioning website. Make sure your website is up and running, has everything that we spoke about before you start promoting it. Use your business page to drive traffic to your website and drive targeted traffic to your website. So if you are talking about a specific product or service, add a link to that specific product or service in your post. Use video effectively to add personal touch to your messages. Engage with your visitors. That's how you're going to make a bigger impact over there. That's how you're going to turn them into loyal customers. And of course, track and make sure that you're using data in order to identify what to tweak and what kind of continue working upon. Now, as I mentioned, all 5 of these are available on our website, and you can take a card from here and kind of visit us and let us know if you have more questions on that. Now, coming back to a couple of questions about how do we get our own websites created, if it's an e-commerce website, or how do I make sure if I have a specific design in my head that I would like to get those developed, kind of a thing. So especially for e-commerce websites, or if you have a specific design that you want to get done, if you do not have the skills, or if you do not have the time to learn, you can certainly learn to do it yourself. But if you do not have the time to learn, you certainly would have to kind of reach out to a third party and get it done. What we can help you with is to identify what are some of the things that you absolutely need to have in the website, so that when you have those discussions with your webmaster, you know what you're getting out of. A lot of our entrepreneurs also have businesses where they create websites for others. So if you want to just send out a note to our community and ask if there are any webmasters who are willing to kind of take on a project, that's also another option that you can certainly kind of work on. If you need a simple website create, yes, you have a question? Right. Yeah, so that is certainly available. And even as part of the WOW program, if you want a simple website created where you can showcase your products, a non-e-commerce website, we have a team that helps you get that done for free. So all of the WOW program is basically free of charge. The only thing, the only optional charge is basically a domain that you purchase for yourself, because we want you to keep control of the domain. But everything else is free of charge. So if you want to get started with just a simple website where you can edit and update information yourself, we can certainly help you get that done. So if you have any of those questions, send us an email and we'll get in touch with you with the next steps on that. So let me open up for any more questions. Yes. I'll come to you in a minute. Yeah. Go ahead.
I have a question on content actually. So we have been talking about, social media presence through various tools. Now what happens is, of course, I don't know, most of our startups are small, so we only have that much content that we put up. So for example, I'm from education and I do workshops for children for reading and skill development.
Right.
So it's currently a workshop model. So yes, I have pictures of the workshop and how the book club is running. But if I have, let's say, 2 places where I'm constantly updating, a lot of it is just duplicate. Like a lot of the information is just spill over, and which also somewhere in my mind loses value because there's nothing new we are seeing. So technically, what you can achieve on a Facebook page with followers, you're also getting on a website, which maybe works well for a more e-commerce sort of a model where you have products and you need a place to buy in customers. So I don't know how and what are the parameters that should be fulfilled to realize whether you actually need to keep diverging rather than stick to one and grow that.
So you certainly shouldn't be diverging into different options. The more targeted it is, the more focused it is, the better the result will be. So as you mentioned, on your website, you're certainly going to post about your own, events. You're going to post photographs about the events, videos about the events, and things like that. On your Facebook page or your Google Plus page, in addition to this, you can also start sharing information about something that would be interesting to your target audience. So if you have workshops about skills and you discuss a specific topic, like for example, learning disabilities, you could share an article about learning disabilities and add a footnote to say, we can cover this in one of our workshops, and then link back to the workshop, basically. So that adds value. It's not just, I have done this, or this is my event, we are done with this. It's more a discussion about, I understand what are some of the things that you're looking for. Here is an article which discusses this. Here are my insights about the article. And then, link back to, if you're interested, contact me and we can discuss about a workshop or something of that sort. So all content does not need to be created by you, but you need to think of what will interest my target audience and what are some of the ways in which I can tweak it to interest my target audience. So you would never post someone else's post on your website, but it's fine to do that on your Facebook page because in the end, you're sending people back to your website anyways. Yes?
This is regarding a lot of us have very unique products or services, but most of us are doing what already someone else is doing. So you may have one USP which is a differentiating factor.
Right.
Now what happens is if you really put it out there, whatever you do, a lot of likes and a lot of followers will get access once they click, and that's not in your control. Someone likes it, they can just see whatever even you don't want them. So that's the current challenge because I have been putting up posters for upcoming workshops, and I see a lot of them get duplicated well in advance, so now there's a predictability. They're following you, they know what to do, they track you, and then they come up with something before you. So
What you need to do in that case especially is to build yourself as a brand rather than the program content itself. The program could be run by anyone, but it wouldn't be as effective unless it is by you. So you need to show yourself as an expert and send me an email. We can talk about your product and see what are some of the things that you can do in your sphere. But it's basically easy to do that. You need to show yourself as an expert, so people who are interested in the workshop come there because of you, not just because of the content. The content is certainly important, but even if someone replicates this, they're still interested in hearing what you have to say, because you are the expert in this case. We had a question here and there, so let's go here, and then we'll complete.
I have one question about in your Facebook admin, you see the track of page and post and all these things. Is there anything in Google Plus page?
Yes, there is. So there's something called ripples in Google Plus, where you'll be able to see how many people have reshared it and what is the kind of breadth of reach of your post. From the post. So for example, if you have, let me just open up a post. Yes. Let me just pick one of Archana's posts that has, okay, for example here, she has like 19 plus ones and then 6 reshares. I can click on this to see who has +1 and who has reshared. But if I go over here and then say view ripples, it basically gives me an interface where it shows me who has reshared from where. And more importantly, if I go down, it shows me who my influencers are. Now this is very important because these are the people that you will engage with more, because you have reshared a post, someone from their circles has reshared it again, so their circles have someone who is interested in what you are posting. You also have similar kind of information available in Google Analytics, where if you have your analytics code on your website, it will tell you how many people have come in from which social network and how much time have they spent over there. Which is very important at the end of the day for you to decide how much time do you really want to spend on these networks. Should you spend more time on Facebook or Google, or should you spend more time on advertising instead, because that gives you more revenue.
I wanted to ask, is that chargeable? The Google Analytics fees for getting...
No, it's not.
Sorry, could you repeat? Like when you do it individually, you can sort of track your blog, etc. through Google Analytics. But if you're tracking your website, the number of visitors and all of that,
it's free. It's free for both blogs and websites.
Okay, my other question was, now I've been trying to get my site up since some time, but I'm actually getting confused between choosing a content management system which is Joomla or WordPress. So, and it's really confusing because Joomla probably involves a little bit of coding. And so, and I'm also thinking that if it has to be WordPress, it could probably be done by me myself without really spending the money. So in that case, what do you suggest? Which of the two? Because it's really confusing. Which CMS do you ultimately?
I would say it would completely depend on what your website is and what products do you have and what you want to kind of offer. So we can catch up on that offline too. Or send me an email, we can certainly kind of talk about it.
It's a corporate gifting firm, so it's primarily display and targeted only to corporates, not really on the retail market.
Right. So if you do not need like a shopping cart on the site, it's more of request for a code. Right, exactly. So in that case, there are a lot more options available. Stuff that you can do on your own. So we can certainly share more information with you on that. Yeah. There was a question here and then I'll come over there. Yes. Do you mean, is there a way to create websites on Google? Yes, yes. So Google Plus has business pages, and when you go to the connect your customer segment, it shows you how to create one. Right. No, we can certainly share examples where this has been very successful without like giving away like secret recipes and stuff like that. So even if you see like Archana's case, she's certainly posting on a very regular basis. She posts not just recipes but actual demos, like while she's cooking, it's almost like giving away all the secrets, but it's still successful. So we can certainly talk about how that can be done. So send us an email, we can certainly discuss what your specific issue is and talk about that.
I'm from the development sector, and I wanted to know, like, how you have looks Facebook, and you can create your own page. With Google Plus, I mean, we are Google
a business page or a page for your NGO, you need to have like a personal Google Plus page before, but it doesn't get linked to that particular page. So if I am a user and I come to your NGO's page or your business's page, I will not know who the person who created the page is. So that is kept private, but it's just to link it so that when you log into your personal account, the page will show up, you'll be able to edit and manage it.
Then I can have the like-minded NGOs.
Yes, yes, absolutely, absolutely. You also have something called shared circles in Google Plus, where you can create a circle. It's a curated list of people by users. So you can create a circle of NGOs that you follow and share it with others who might be interested in following it too. Yeah. Okay. One last question, and I think we'll need to wrap up this session. Yes. You can absolutely make video blogs. Yes, yes. YouTube basically allows you to record from a webcam too. So as long as you have a laptop with like a camera or even a phone with a camera, you can just record from there itself.
Are there other such YouTube-like video streaming sites, etc.?
Yes, absolutely there are. We can certainly share the list with you. Cool. Thank you so much, everyone. I think in another 30 minutes, there's another session that's going to get started over here. So thank you all for listening. Please feel free to take the link to our website, and also there are some stickers that you can use for your laptops or other devices. And send us an email. Both Gitanjali and I are available on our Google Plus page, so you can post us questions or email us questions, and we'll get back to you. Thanks so much.